Wolfchase Toyota Insider of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Natalie Poole. And Coach, you wrapped up the home portion of your schedule and your last weekend of the season with Marshall over the weekend. Unfortunately, Marshall takes a series, but you're able to celebrate 4 key seniors that played a pivotal role here at the University of Memphis and were with you for a couple of seasons.
Absolutely. I was definitely happy to be able to celebrate them and all their efforts. And it was a tough weekend against Houston. We really struggled against them in some ways offensively to be able to put the runs across. I thought that we competed better overall against them than we had last year. And I was proud of that. And I thought we hit well against our #1 pitcher. We just couldn't outscore them. We had a couple innings that got away from us.
Houston's usually one of the contenders in the league. They're usually a top 14. They've been in and out of the rankings in the past, so it's one of the solid programs in this league.
It's definitely a good program to end up with as far as playing at this point, because we want to be playing some of the best that we're going to see in the tournament. Houston is definitely competing well. They've got some great hitters in our lineup. Their #1 hitter, the #3 and #4 really gave us a tough time this weekend, and we had many conversations about how to beat them and what we were going to need to do to be able to beat Houston, and those were definitely the girls that we were going to have to beat, and we just struggled against them.
Coach, let's talk about your senior class. Leilani Bernardino, Laura Curtis, Jamie Miller, and Morgan Mosley. We talked about them. You've been with them for a couple of years now. Just talk about that group.
What a great group of girls. Lonnie, she just has done a great job for this program, and she's broken some records. She's just a steady person in the outfield. I'm very confident with her out there that she's got a great arm, a great spirit. She's in the game. She's talking to her left fielder and her right fielder, and she's a competitor. She's a great leadoff for us. She's played that role well. Jamie Miller has been here. She's a competitor. She played third base, and she contended for that position last year. She went out this year ready to do the same, and then had a season-ending injury, which was a bit unfortunate. However, she's taken upon the role of helping in other ways. She helps keep charts. She helps make sure that we stay motivated, encouraged. She helps us with senior decisions, and she's definitely been a strong face for us, and it's definitely kind of a teaching moment for some of our younger girls who might be battling injury as how to best take something like that in their life. And so I'm proud of her for what she's done amidst issues physically. Morgan's done a great job also. She's been a starter for the last 2 years. A person that may not have thought that she would be, a great player for this team has turned out to really be, sort of the face of our program. She's been steady. She's been strong. She's definitely an RBI leader for us, and, I'm proud of what she's accomplished. She's played both middle positions and has handled both of them really well. And then we also have Laura Curtis, who's done a great job for us also. Last year she played third base. This year she's at shortstop, and she just has tremendous range, a tremendous arm, and is just a steady player. She's a hard worker. She doesn't really say much. She just plays the game.
Well, Lonnie as well became the second player in this program's history to score 100 or more runs, and you got to have some longevity to get to that kind of a milestone.
Absolutely. You have to be an everyday player, and she's done that. She's probably one of the best players so far that's come through this program, and there's a lot to be said, and she's leaving a great legacy.
You'll go up to Murray State on Wednesday, and that'll wrap up your regular season schedule.
Absolutely. I'm happy we're able to play in the midweek. I always like to play midweek games just to be able to keep us fresh, keep us seeing live pitching in the batter's box, being able to contend against outside competition rather than just practice. After that, the girls will back off, get ready for finals, focus on that so that when we go into the conference tournament that our mind is in the right place.
Now, your tournament's not going to be this weekend, but it'll be next weekend. You won't have any games this weekend. You're going to have a little bit of layoff before that conference tournament. You'll be able to kind of scoreboard watch this weekend, find out where your final seeding, who your opponent will be before you head off to the conference tournament. How much do you practice? How much time do you give them to maybe to decompress both physically and mentally before they go to the championships?
We'll practice today. We'll play Wednesday. We'll practice Thursday. I'll give them off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some of them will begin finals on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday to kind of prep for next week's finals. They've got to get all their finals in before we leave Tuesday afternoon, so they have a lot to accomplish. We will be practicing on both Monday and Tuesday before we leave, and then we head over. We'll practice on Wednesday over in Tulsa, and then get ready to play for Thursday. So there'll be more practice opportunities, however, some time to rest mentally, physically, emotionally, and the main thing is rest up those bodies. I think that they'll be motivated and ready to go, and I'm looking forward to that.
That's always good sometimes. Get those finals out of the way, then they can just enjoy themselves at the conference tournament, and sometime when the weight of school and everything else is off their shoulders, you never know what can happen in the tournament.
Absolutely, and I'm excited about the tournament.
Coach, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
That is head coach Natalie Poole. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.